Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will see about what is the role of food safety officers and food fortification. Here, first, promotional role of a food safety officer. Food safety officer has to coordinate with the food business operator within his or her area of operation and facilitate the introduction of fortification. To connect with FPOs with the FFRC, which we all know, Food Fortification Research Center, for the advice on the technology, source of premix, storage, suppliers of the equipment, etc. To recommend new business about value addition through fortification during licensing and registration. To advise and promote the use of fortified food in the government-funded programs. To attend all the queries and inquiries related to the food fortification. Next, regulatory roles of FSOs in food fortification is at the plant they have to assess the FPOs and registering for the F plus logos and to check for the manufacturing license of the food establishments, to check the handling and storage area of the premix, to perform the qualitative spot tests, to draw samples for the purpose of surveillance, survey, and research, to maintain records of all inspections made and action taken, including sample checking and stocks, to submit the copy of such records to the DO designated officer at marketplace, to check for the F plus logos on the food fortified products as per FSSAI standards, and to check the product license, to check the packing and labeling requirements, and to maintain the record of the above information. Duties of food safety officers and license. Under licensing, all provisions under the Food Safety and Standards Regulation 2011 shall also apply to the fortified foods. In case of FPOs manufacturing fortified rice granules, the category of license number is 99.5. That is, the substance are added to the food as mentioned in the FSS provision. Next, premix handling and storage. Micronutrient premix must be stored in a dry place, cool, preferably air-conditioned room, and a clean place away from direct sunlight, chemical products, and other potential contaminants. Premix should not be stored at a temperature more than 30 degrees Celsius under dry, ventilated, and hygienic conditions, and follow first in, first out system, and avoid direct touch, inhaling, and direct consumption of premix. Next, product sampling. Sampling, as we all know, is a process of drawing samples, a small portion of food which is a representative of the population or lot of food for testing, analysis, intended to show the nature of the quality of the food. Food sample is normally drawn to check the safety and standard of the food product. By safety, it means that whether the ingredients and additives used are safe and free from any kind of contaminants and adulterations by such standards. It means that the ingredients and additives used are as per the standards of regulation set in the product, and additives used are within the limits prescribed. As we all know, procedure for sample taking for analysis as per section 47 of FSS Act. Here, for perishable foods, the sample should be stored under chilled or frozen condition as the product demands. Ice packs can be used during transport, and temperatures should be maintained between 4 to 6 degrees Celsius. However, if it is not possible to control the temperature of milk, preservatives like formalin may be added to extend the shelf life. For non-perishable foods, storage should be maintain the originality of the sample during the sampling conditions. Transportation should be done at the temperature not more than 40 degrees Celsius, and care should be taken to provide the maximum protection from the proliferage. Proliferage means poison, like food spoilage. Next, dispatch of samples. As we all know, we have to give a memo in the form 6 to the food analyst, and FSO must send a sample specimen impression of the seal used to seal the bag to the food analyst. And second and third part of samples and 2 copies of memorandum in Form 6 must be sent to designated officer by any suitable means. Next sample size, please note this. The sample size for fortified vegetable edible oil is 400 grams, fortified milk is 500 ml, fortified rice is 1 kg, iodized salt or double fortified salt is 200 grams, fortified atta and maida is 500 grams. Next, please make a note of the micronutrient deficiencies. If iodine is deficient, we will get goiter or swelling in the neck, stunted growth, or mental retardation. Iron anemia, reduced learning and work capacity, increased maternal and infant mortality, and low birth weight. Vitamin A means night blindness, rough skin susceptible to the infection, increased risk of mortality in the children. Vitamin B, rickets in children, osteomalacia and osteoporosis in adults, bone breaks and fractures easily. Folate deficiency, vitamin B6 means megaloblastic anemia or neural tube and other birth defects, weakness and loss of weight. Cobalamin, vitamin B12 means megaloblastic anemia. Vitamin B1 means periphery edema and metal confusion. Vitamin B2 riboflavin deficient means eye problems, skin disorder around nose and mouth. Vitamin B3 niacin deficiency causes diarrhea, dermatitis, dementia, and death. Please, as we studied in our 10th standard, 4 Ds: diarrhea, dermatitis, dementia, and death. Vitamin which causes 4D means niacin. Vitamin C causes bleeding gums and frequent cold and fever, slow healing of wounds. Calcium causes stunted growth in children, bone loss, osteoporosis in adults, and sodium, weakness, venous nausea, and muscle cramps and dehydration. Next, fortification logo has been seen earlier. Fortified with this symbol is mandatory, but Sampurna portion Swasth Jeevan, which is optional. Next, health claims. In order to have a uniformity in health claims, the following scientifically substantiated health claims are suggested, which may be used in the broader form for the above fortified foods against irrespective of the micronutrients fortified in accordance with the above set regulations. If we use vitamin A, we should use the health claim as helps against night blindness. If it is fortified with vitamin D, supports strong bones. Vitamin B12 means important for maintaining normal functioning of nervous system and blood formation. Folate and folic acid, important for fetal development and blood formation. Iron fights anemia. Iodine required for normal growth, thyroid and brain function. Zinc supports a healthy immune system. Thiamine required for normal nerve and heart functions. Riboflavin, niacin, and pyridine has same claims, which means necessary to release energy from food. Further, the client shall also comply with the provisions of the Food Safety and Standards Act 2006 and regulations, therefore under specifically packing and labeling requirements as laid under FSS Packing and Labeling Regulation 2011. We will see about fortification regulation in the next video. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe with your friends.